Peace and blessings. What it do, world? It's your boy Crondo here, Artist Shine Podcast. We back, 2025, man. It's good to be back. Good to be back, man. I got a dope artist in here. Goes by the name of Converse. How you doing, brother?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Good, man. Good. So, what brings you to the lab, man? What brings you to the studio?
Well, this podcast, obviously. I heard all about you. Had to come down and make an appearance. But happy to be on, and just we're coming out with a new album, looking to start doing some promotion and getting that going, and really just growing an audience here in Phoenix.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, like I said, man, I'm glad to have you on the pod, man. It's been a minute since we did the Artist Shine podcast. I'm thankful to have you as our first guest, bringing it back to the fold again, man. We're in a new studio. It's a new year, and it's good to have you here, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So where you say you coming from to bring your sound to the city? Where are you exactly from?
So I was originally born in Racine, Wisconsin, like right next to Milwaukee. And then when I was about 6, I moved to Springfield, Illinois. Grew up there, and then all the way out here to Phoenix.
Okay. Midwest guy.
Yeah.
Midwest guy. That's what's up, man. One of my good friends, Rich Grant from Illinois.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, stayed in Springfield for a while. Shout out Rich Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you end up coming to Phoenix?
Well, funny enough, my sister had moved out here, and my mom was planning on moving out here. I didn't plan on moving out here. I was like, no, I got a girl. I got this whole college thing going. That didn't work out. So then I was like, well, I have nothing else to lose. Might as well go chase the dream and, come out here. And about a month after I came here, I met my manager over there, Alonzo.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, Alonzo, my boy. We go back like car seats. So what type of music would you say, are you an artist of?
I think the most obvious answer would be just simple pop punk. I love Blink-182, any band kind of like that, Story So Far, Neck Deep, Yellow Card, those are definitely my big influences. But then, I don't like to make the same song either, so I kind of branch into some different genres. We got a little bit of country stuff going to come out soon, a little bit more kind of like indie, softer stuff. So, I'm really just trying to kind of round out every genre and, hit something or take something from a little bit of anything,
For that. So would you say it's kind of like, I know you said you know your influence, so would you say based off those influences, you kind of blended it in to like your own sound?
Yeah, I'd say so. I definitely add like elements from, like I have like hip hop beats and a couple of sections of some punk rock songs just to like spice it up, make it different, because my biggest challenge is just to, deliver something that not only I'm proud of, but like other people can hear it and be like, oh, that's different or that's something new. You're definitely going to hear very similar things from my music to music that's out there now, but my hope is just that I can differentiate myself enough to, keep people to stick around.
Would you call it new school, old school, or you like kind of a mixture of both?
There's definitely kind of mixture of both. Some songs definitely lean more new school, like you got a lot more like digital synthy sounds in there. But then even one of the songs that's about to come out now, called 7 Sins, that's like straight old style, like cowboy western country stuff,
Yeah.
So there's a very large spectrum in all of this.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So would you ever, you said something about some hip hop. Would you ever work with hip hop artists or artists? Have you, or would you?
Oh, absolutely. I have no issues with collaborating with anyone. My biggest thing is just let's try to make something cool, something new, different. In fact, one of the things that I did before was I was a videographer for a rapper out here called Epics, and I used to take his music videos and stuff and, work alongside him. So, yeah, I love really any and all types of music, and I'm willing to work with anyone.
So other than, what would you classify your genre as?
I would probably just say, like, modern punk rock is probably the best, blanket term for it, I suppose. I'm sure everyone will argue and be like, that's not what that is, but, I don't really like to concern myself with that. I'll let everyone else decide what I do. So.
If you could pick any artist that you think you would have a build off your fan base from, um, who would you choose to tour with?
Like, can I just choose anyone? Okay, probably Post Malone, just because he's my favorite. I love, like, he's a guy who, perfect example of, he started off as hip hop, and then he started doing like almost some more rock stuff, and now it's like straight country, but there's still his sound throughout all of it, and you can still like kind of, get down to anything no matter what, just because like it's just good music across the board. So if I can pick anyone, I would say him.
Post Malone got some hits, man. Yeah, he definitely got some hits, man. Yeah. So where do you see yourself musically? Let's just say 3 years.
Well, my big goal is just to be consistently playing shows every weekend. Hopefully in 3 years, maybe I have a following of at least 50 to 100K on, various social media platforms. I don't really like to set kind of expectations of how popular I'm going to get or anything, because really just for me, it's about fun,
Right.
and just like I enjoy it. And if people like it, awesome. If people don't, okay, sorry. I guess the big thing in 3 years, as long as I'm happy and still doing it, then that's good enough for me. I'd like to get a new studio, a big fancy one. So maybe that.
That's a dope artist. I'm an artist myself, and I think that's a great answer from an artist starting out as well, because a lot of us, including myself, sometimes the expectation can kind of mess things up.
Right.
What you're expected to do, what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't go how you want it to go, you can kind of get like discouraged and shit, or feel like,
exactly,
man, like maybe I should chill right now, but
right,
because of those expectations. But as long as you're doing it for the love,
right,
and doing it because it's fun,
mm-hmm,
you feel me? Then you'll never lose that creativity.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's my favorite thing, is just like walking into the studio, having no idea what you're going to create. And then by the time that you actually leave, it's like, oh, dude, I have this whole new song that's like this weird take on this, and it has elements of this and that. And then like, you can have something that, hey, look at this, I made it. It's awesome. Cool.
Right.
Right.
So this will be your first album, or have you did projects before?
So I had a band before called Erie Street that kind of fizzled out, but we've carried a lot of those songs over to just my single or my own artist discography. So yeah, I have done a 6-song project before.
As part of a group.
This
is your first solo joint?
Yeah, first solo album. I have I have a song out called Flight. That was my first solo produced song. And then we have 2 more singles coming, and then the album. So
okay. That's what's up, man. And so you're not necessarily new to it. But this your first solo joint. Any pressure, you're feeling, because it's everything's on you?
I mean, not really. Just because since day one, everything's kind of been on me. Don't get me wrong. I've had a bunch of help from these guys back here, but starting out and stuff, it was like I was the only guy who was making the music. I was the only guy doing this, and it was only along the way that I met these guys, and like, oh hey, boom, now we can do this. Oh hey, now we got this studio we can go to. Oh hey, we got this guy to help you with this. But since the beginning, it's always just been me. So the pressure's on. Okay, well, it hasn't made a difference since day one. So,
right. Go for it. So, tell us about the backstory of the single you got called Past Tense.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, that was basically, I just moved out to Arizona. I had been living here for like maybe 3 months or something like that.
Yeah.
And my manager back there, Alonzo, we had one song we were working on in the studio. It wasn't past tense, but all of a sudden he comes up and he's like, hey, you're booked for the Arizona State Fair. And I was like, okay, dude, we have one song. I have to play an hour. So flash forward, 2 months, I've been writing like crazy, and I just kind of jam-packed this song full of just like things I was feeling at the time, of like just kind of anger with where I was in life, and kind of feeling like a failure. Oh man, I moved out to Arizona, and like, what am I doing? This is crazy, blah blah blah. I should have like stayed in my box. And then it was just kind of more of thinking like, No, but if I had, then I wouldn't be doing what I am now. Then I wouldn't be able to, go play the state fair. So while it is equally scary, it's also like this is an exciting opportunity. If I hadn't, broken out of that shell, I wouldn't be here. So everything gets left in past tense. Like it's like that old life that I'm like, all right, I'm done with it. It's a new me. Old Alex would be scared and chicken out of the state fair.
Yeah.
New Alex is doing it. That's past tense.
I got you. So like new me type shit.
Exactly.
Leaving the old stuff behind and
100%.
up new.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Kind of like becoming a new person.
Yeah, becoming a new person. Yeah, I feel you there. So what can we expect from you in the future, bro?
So like I said, we have 2 singles coming out, Minutes and 7 Sins. We're getting those mastered as we speak. They should be out fairly soon, hopefully in the next month or so. And then we're shooting for end of summer for the album to come out as well. And then after that, so this first little album is, you could call it like chapter 1 in a 3-chapter series of these other progressions of the album. And basically this is the first part of like the story of where I was in Illinois all the way out to coming out to Arizona, starting the band, doing, the music stuff, chasing the dream, and just all the obstacles and things that, the good and the bad, highs and lows throughout that whole journey and stuff of about 2.5 years. So yeah, stay tuned.
That's what's up, man. So you play the instruments and you sing.
Yep, I sing, and basically like everything production wise that you're hearing now is almost 100% me.
Okay, writing it all,
producing it all, doing the MIDI tracks, playing the bass, 100% all me.
That's dope, man.
It's not the best, but no, I'm kidding.
I'm pretty sure some. Yeah, you in the spot, so you.
Right.
You obviously about.
I did something right.
Yeah. You about something, man. So where can the people get your music, bro?
Oh yeah, so you can check us out at Spotify, Apple Music, Alex Converse, any of the songs, Flight, Past Tense, Cherry Red. Don't forget to check out our website, Alex Converse Music. You're gonna find a bunch of videos there, as well as like merch, any kind of upcoming news about gigs or where you can see me. Check me out at First Fridays in Phoenix.
Oh, you be doing the First Fridays?
Yes, sir. We're doing the First Fridays.
That's what's up. What's up.
So yeah, don't forget to check us out. Any of the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that. Alex Converse Music. So, yeah.
Dope. So man, we ain't gonna let you get up out of here until we hear some, man. People want to hear some. So what song could you give us a little sneak peek of, or let us hear some? What song could you do?
I mean, I could do past tense. I could do some of the unreleased stuff. It's up to you. You pick.
Let me hear the past tense, because I know a little bit of the backstory now.
All right,
Hold on,
y'all. Sounds good.
Yeah, here we go.
In the sand, and overhead an airplane lands. It doesn't matter where you stand as you walk back here once again. The stars in the sky reflect your eyes. In love with the night, I'm mesmerized. It makes me forget that I'm dead inside as it all just fades away. I'm daydreaming for something to believe in. I'm not breathing. I'm just screaming. No, I can't go back to the memories we never had. I know it hurts so bad, but there's a place in time that we still have. I'm singing 1 step, 2 drops. How the hell did you even get here? I bite my tongue to get over all of my fears. I broke my trust. Maybe I'll get it next year, or maybe I don't get it at all. I'm losing touch. I don't know how to function. I'm feeling stuck. Maybe I don't feel nothing. Take doctors, drugs. Maybe that'll do something, or maybe it's just nothing at all. If I try to find a way to open up my eyes. It never feels alright, and I'm just wasting time, screaming no. I can't go back to the memories we never had. I know it hurts so bad, but there's a place in time that we still have, singing oh, it goes so fast. What the good things are never made to last. Stay close, but leave your past, 'cause life might take you on a different path. I know you won't go, and I know you won't go.
Thank you.